Hello beautiful twin flame friends, welcome back to my channel. This is Charlotte with Happy Twins 1111. Okay, I've got a pick par for you guys today. We're going to be looking at the forecast for August, what's happening in your connection for August. But before I begin, just a quick reminder that you can still enter the big giveaway. I'm giving away $311 to enter. You just need to go back to the video that I posted the other day and like and subscribe and comment on that video. There is a link in the description box to it below so that you can find the correct video. I will be putting all the names that have entered in a hat tonight and pulling one out and creating a small video just to announce the winner. So do go ahead and check that out. That money's got to find its way to the right person. It could be you. If you would like to know why I've got this beautiful grid on my desk today, I've been doing some healing for myself and for my divine counterpart, and I've created this grid to power up my intentions. If you're interested in what crystals I'm using for the grid, if you hop on over to Instagram, I've put a post about that there. You can find me on Insta as happytwins1111.com. And also my classes are selling out super duper fast. I'm so excited. The first one starts in a couple of weeks. So there's still time to join up. There are still some places on both the US time zone and the EU time zone courses. So go and check them out as well. You can find those at my website, www.happytwins1111.com. Okay, let's get this pick a pile on the road. So August forecast, pile 1, you've got the hematite and quartz. And as before, I've picked out the cards beforehand. I've just shuffled and drawn them at random so that we don't have to waste time doing that on the video. But I haven't looked at them yet. So we've got Ace of Pentacles for the Divine Feminine. The connecting energy is the Devil in reverse. We've got the Seven of Pentacles for the Divine Masculine. For the Divine Feminine, we've got the Seven of Swords in reverse. And the King of Cups. The connecting energy is the Hierophant in reverse. For the Divine Masculine, we've got the Tower and the Six of Cups in reverse. I'm just going to move these back a bit so we've got a bit more room. It's better. It's much easier doing it like this. Move on for the Divine Feminine, healing for the masculine. Your hard work is paying off for Divine Feminine. A win-win outcome is forecast for the Divine Masculine. And then finally, we've got self-respect for the Divine Feminine and emotional freedom for the Divine Masculine. Okay. So August is set to be a really productive month for you guys because we've got this Devil in reverse, which is about releasing attachment, releasing codependency, releasing addictions that don't serve you. So if this is something you've been working on, then you're about to see all of your hard work come to fruition. And it says here, your hard work is paying off. And remember, as you begin to release, your masculine is triggered to do the same. So this is a beautiful new beginning in August for you, Divine Feminine. We've got the Ace of Pentacles here, which is a really auspicious card. For the Divine Masculine, we've got the Seven of Pentacles. So he's also beginning to sow the seeds. He's investing in himself, investing in moving forward. And he is healing. Okay, so this is very, very positive. We have got the Seven of Swords in reverse. So you are being called to really begin communicating authentically now, to release, along with this devil energy, any desire to play these 3D games, to release any need or inclination to be stuck in that push-pull, runner-chaser dynamic. Remember, you only get stuck there because you're chasing, or you're running, or you're chasing, or you're running. You know, this is the kind of energy of, he's not spoken to me, so I'm not going to speak to him, or, you know, just playing games. You need to release that now. You're ready to do that. This is what August is about for you guys. And this is going to create a beautiful new change for you. Beautiful new start. We've also got the King of Cups. And this is also a very positive card for you to come out for you, Divine Feminine. This is about really holding your power, balancing your emotions, knowing when to speak and when not to. This is about being in control, emotionally speaking. This is about really understanding, being connected to, and being able to express and articulate self from a very mature, balanced space. You know, the King of Cups really knows what he wants. He feels deeply, but he's not overwhelmed by his feelings. This is Scorpio energy. So, you know, you really are moving into a much, much better place. And even this card says, you know, moving on. You're moving on, you're moving forward. And you see here she's blowing wishes, making wishes, and receiving her wishes granted. Your hard work is paying off, Divine Feminine. For the Divine Masculine, we've got this Tower moment swiftly followed by the Six of Cups in reverse. So, you know, this could be a tremendous release for him relating to past events and issues in particular. As an example, you know, whatever I'm getting that there's a big betrayal trigger here as well for him. But this is about him finally making a healing breakthrough and releasing all of that karmic past that does not serve him. For many of them, this will be childhood issues as well that are finally going to bubble to the surface to be released. And of course, he's got emotional freedom here, yeah, and healing. So he really is investing now. He's committed. He's really working hard, and that Tower moment's coming for him. Now, the connecting energy in the meantime for the Hierophant reverse, you know, this is about the divine putting any kind of opportunity for union on hold at the moment, because you both need this time alone. So just trust that this separation serves you right now, because you're both making such fabulous progress. You're on the cusp of this massive breakthrough for the Divine Feminine, and also, you know, the Divine Masculine is releasing in a really big way. So you've got to remember, Divine Feminine, to maintain your self-respect throughout this, to not internalize the absence of your Divine Masculine, to remember you're on the right path. And this lady here, she is guided by this spotlight from heaven, by this channel of light, probably her own channel, and she's moving towards this beautiful castle of love with these little flags with hearts on them flying. And of course the colours here are pink and purple, which are divine colours. These are spiritual colours. She's spiritually guided, she's divinely guided, and she knows which direction she's moving in. She knows where she's heading. She knows that castle of love awaits her. She has that self-respect and self-worth. She is coming into union with herself. This is the path she's on. This is where she's moving to you, and her hard work is paying off. So this is really, really beautiful for you. Okay, you must trust this period of separation and lovingly allow him that time to move into his own emotional freedom, which is how he's going to feel after this Tower moment. You know, he's releasing big childhood wounds, and it says here a win-win outcome is forecast for him. And this is a full moon in Libra. This is about rebalancing, balancing his spiritual understanding with his logic as well, and definitely healing. So this is very powerful. It's very productive, and whilst it's not, you know, guaranteeing any kind of reunion for you in the month of August, this is still set to be a powerfully transformative period for you both, especially for you, Divine Feminine. You really are moving in the right direction. Your hard work has paid off. So do like, share, comment, subscribe down below, guys. It's always lovely to hear from you guys. Let me know what you thought of the reading. I really hope this helps. Obviously, we're looking at future energies, so it's harder to confirm accuracy at this stage. But I see that, you know, you two are going to have a really good month with big strides forward. Okay, please do like, share and subscribe. Part 2. I've got this piece of Larimar. Okay. Wow, we've got Divine Feminine in the Emperor energy. We've got Strength reversed as the connecting energy. 3 of Wands reversed to the masculine. Queen of Swords for the feminine. Ace of Wands for the feminine. Connecting energy is the 10 of Swords. For the masculine, we've got the Six of Pentacles in reverse. And we've got the Nine of Wands. We've got trust for the feminine. Begin for the masculine. Look at the bigger picture for the feminine. It's time to take action for the masculine. Oh wow, the distorted feminine. That makes sense with that Emperor card. So feminine, you've got the distorted feminine. Oh my goodness. The distorted masculine. That's mad. Okay. Wow. Okay. So divine feminine, you're in this very masculine energy right now. This could mean that you're chasing, you're trying to control the situation. You are certainly, with this Queen of Swords, you know, very much in your head, very much up in your head about this connection right now. And, you know, in terms of how you're going to move forward through August, this is definitely a period of intense healing and transformation for you. I can't help but, you know, this distorted feminine and masculine card, for these to come up. And these are about being stuck in ego. Yeah. We see with the divine masculine, he's focused on everything in the 3D, bank, police, law, order, finances, money, material things. For the divine feminine, she's trying to come out of her shell and reach into the light, but she's not quite succeeding. Even though it's the distorted feminine, it's a much more gentle energy for the feminine. She's not quite as trapped in ego as the distorted masculine. But this is very powerful. You know, this means that you guys are really, really moving forward. Really moving forward. But divine feminine, I'm picking up very strongly that you're trying to control things right now by withholding, by using, you know, what is essentially manipulation. And, you know, not doing things can be just as manipulative as doing things. For your divine masculine, we've got the Three of Wands reversed. And whilst it's disappointing news, I'm feeling like for many of you, you know, this isn't, they've probably not done very well to release karmic ties. They're struggling to release karmic ties, and the connecting energy here is Strength reversed. It feels like both parties have been, you know, pushed out of alignment by these lunar eclipses that we've had. And as we head towards Lionsgate, they're feeling pretty tired. So the divine feminine's trying to take back control. And with this Queen of Swords energy, you know, she's really wielding that sword in quite a harsh way. But this is also a beautiful new spiritual beginning. It's quite possible she needed to toughen up in order to move forward. So we do see a tremendous amount of healing occurring in August with this 10 of Swords energy. And of course, 10 is the number of completion. I do feel like for the divine feminine, this is going to be a dramatic leap forward. Because for the divine masculine, with this Six of Pentacles in reverse, he's still not quite feeling equal. He's not feeling balanced. He's not feeling able to reciprocate equally. But he doesn't want to give up. He doesn't want to give up on this connection with the Nine of Wands. So he is hanging in there. But both parties are healing, and the divine feminine is it's almost like starting over. This is a beautiful new beginning for her, with, you know, healing cycles closing out. But we can't ignore, you know, the distorted masculine and feminine cards. For both of them to come up on the right side is pretty mind-blowing for me. And you're really being asked to release your pride right now. You know, this ties in with this Strength reverse card. Release your pride, release your need to be in control. Yeah, the divine feminine is not meant to be in control. She's passive. Release control and reach the light. Allow yourself to fully come out of the shell. There's a lot of fear with the distorted feminine, and I'm feeling like there's also been a lot of self-deception. You know, because she's engaging with spirit, she's engaging with the light, but she's refusing to come out of her shell. She's refusing to fully let go of ego. And I do feel like this is what August is about for you. It's about really surrendering to spirit, surrendering to what is, and releasing ego finally, so that you can come out of this controlling energy. This Emperor energy you've been in is purely because of ego. And sometimes we don't want to acknowledge that about ourselves because we don't want to believe that we're still entrapped by ego. You know, we want to believe that we've transcended that. But deceiving self really does you no favours. You've got to look at the bigger picture. You've got to trust in the journey. You've got to be able to trust yourself. And if you're not truthful with yourself, it's going to be very hard to accept that truth from someone else. So if you're really being triggered by these comments, if you're saying to yourself, you know, I'm not working through ego, I'm not trying to be in control, please, before you downvote me, just sit with this for a while. Because, you know, the Queen of Swords, this isn't a very loving energy. This is cold. This is cold energy. This is, the Queen of Swords is ready to give you a tongue lashing. Yeah, she's all about the intellectual, rational, logical approach forward. And she can also be quite brutal and harsh. But this is quite cold energy. And you just need to focus on embracing this new spiritual beginning and releasing control. You don't need to keep thinking this over in 3D. You can trust in spirit and trust in your heart. You need to look at the bigger picture and aim for the light. And this Sagittarius, this arrow shows us this beautiful pink energy. This is where you're going to find peace and comfort. This is where you're going to release yourself from this distorted feminine energy. For the masculine, we've got it's time to take action and to begin. So, you know, this is a new beginning for him as well. New beginnings for both of you. You know, he's not giving up, even though he's not released this karmic cycle and he's not ready to give back to you. He's not ready to reciprocate. He's not ready to come forward with any, you know, mutually beneficial union right now. But you are going to be closing out these healing cycles and reversing this strength card. To remember that your strength is in your compassionate heart, not your quick mind. But this healing is essential for you both to be able to move forward and to create divine energies rather than distorted. You know, your masculine is definitely very much trapped in ego. He's very bogged down with work. He's very tied up with, you know, just 3D stuff, which is, for a lot of it, I'm getting it's distracting behaviours for him. But look, there's a watch being held down here by the hands of fate. And would you believe it? It's 11:05 on the clock. So he's being reminded that time's running out. And of course, 11 is the sacred number of unity. 5 is the number of transformation. So he's really feeling pushed towards this new beginning. He knows he needs to take action. And he's not giving up, but he may not know how to move forward yet. So this is going to be a transitional month for you guys, both of you with new beginnings, divine feminine, you learning to trust, to stop deceiving self, to start being honest about your state, the state of your heart and mind right now. You know, you need to release the pain and you need to fully let go to spirit. You need to come out of your shell. And I feel like this is what August is going to present the opportunity to do exactly that. It's going to feel good. It's going to feel natural. It's going to feel comfortable. But right now, this controlling kind of energy that you're trapped in, and it really does keep you trapped. Like you see 2 legs poking out of a house here. It might feel stable, secure, locked door, but you can't stay locked up inside trying to control things that way. You've got to release it. So I really hope that helped part 2. It was always lovely to do a reading for you. Please do like, comment, subscribe down below. Remember to enter my big giveaway if you haven't already. There's a link to the video in which you can enter that from in the description box below. I will see you next time. Have a marvellous weekend. Okay. Pile 3. What have we got for you here? 10 of Wands in reverse for the feminine. 6 of Swords in reverse for the connecting energies. King of Swords in reverse for the masculine. Ace of Swords for the feminine. 5 of Swords for the feminine. Queen of Wands in reverse for the connecting energy. The Eight of Swords is the masculine. I beg your pardon, that's death, not the Eight of Swords. And the Seven of Pentacles in reverse. We've also got grieve for the divine feminine, childhood for the masculine, a fiery climax approaches for the feminine, hold your vision for the masculine, manifestation for the feminine, and the rainbow reviver for the masculine. So what's August going to hold for you guys? Let's see. Divine Feminine, this is about releasing the burden of responsibility, and I feel like you've probably been trying pretty hard to heal, fix and guide your masculine. So this month very much sees you releasing that responsibility, realising that that's not your job. That's something he needs to do for himself. The Divine Masculine's in this King of Swords energy, which means he's probably pretty angry right now. The connecting energy is the Six of Swords reverse, which means, you know, you two are kind of stuck needing this transition, but I feel like both partners are being too stubborn to come together and resolve it, in particular the masculine, who's really holding a grudge with this King of Swords. The Divine Feminine sees the truth, and with this Ace of Swords and the Five of Swords, you know, we do see her getting all up in her head. I feel like this separation, whatever's brought you two to separation has been dramatic. There's been some kind of conflict. And the Divine Feminine is carrying this energy over. For the masculine, we have got death, which is the ending of that cycle, but he's not yet ready to reinvest time in the connection either. And with the Queen of Wands in reverse, you know, this is very much a sign that both of you are ignoring the spiritual triggers, signs, synchronicities and guidance that you've been receiving. The Divine Feminine is definitely up in her head with this. So, you know, this is why it's useful to have a glimpse into the future, because it gives us an opportunity to adjust it. If it doesn't look how we want, it's never ever set in stone. But there's some brutal lessons for you here this coming month, Divine Feminine, because you're really being called to release anger and to release the grudge, to release bitterness. You know the truth, but pride is standing in your way. And what we see happening is you holding on to this conflict, and you don't want to do that. Okay, you need to just grieve and let it go. Just, you know, it says a fiery climax that's approaching with full moon in Aries, and you can manifest something better, something different. We've got, you know, manifestation, connecting with your divine feminine power. This is a very positive card. It's also a powerful reminder that even your negative thoughts manifest. You've got a lot of light, you've got a lot of power in you. These harsh thoughts that you've been having, this kind of giving up on him, it doesn't serve you at all. For him, we've got the Rainbow Reviver, and hold his vision, hold your vision in childhood. So it's really possible that during this separation, you know, he really is focusing on reviving self through addressing childhood, through going back, through, you know, holding this vision of forward movement that he wants to achieve. He's definitely not happy in the place he's in, but you know, we've got a big cycle closing out for him with this death card. And whilst it's going to kind of rattle him out of alignment temporarily, and he's not going to be ready to kind of ground himself in this new reality immediately, you know, he's definitely looking towards, and this card's childhood, and shows a girl with her balloons floating on a swing. You know, these are very nostalgic images from childhood. And I feel like he's looking back and he's remembering a time when life felt easier and it felt happier. And this is what you need to manifest in this connection. It's love and joy, not anger. Yeah. So I do feel, Divine Feminine, that right now this is a tumultuous time for you and your partner, but you need to release that anger. It does say a fiery climax as approaches with this full moon energy, but if you're in this swords energy, this conflicting Five of Swords energy, it's going to be the wrong kind of fiery climax. You need to grieve. You need to let go and forgive and accept what has happened between you. Because I'm getting as well that for him, you know, his responses and reactions weren't about you. It wasn't personal. It's just that he's been through so much pain in his childhood that he communicates through that pain, through those filters. And, you know, that's what you're witnessing. But he's ready to let that go. He's ready to revive this part of himself he knows exists. He knows that he can feel joy. He knows that he can be happy. But he needs that time and space. And you two need to reverse these energies in the middle. You know, if we had the Six of Swords, that's about transition and moving to calmer waters, moving away from this Five of Swords conflict. And of course, the Queen of Wands, you know, she's connected to the light. She's responding to the triggers intuitively, and she's healing with all this pink energy. But both of these cards were reversed. You know, there's a reluctance to move forward. There's a reluctance for either party to make peace, and there's a reluctance for either one of you to acknowledge the lessons that are being presented and to heal from them. So this is what you need to heal. The Divine Feminine needs to grieve, and the masculine needs to heal his childhood wounds and to reach back to a time when life was easier and it was more free. This is definitely possible. So I really hope this was helpful, pile 3. I know it's not the kind of reading you would have hoped for, but it's all helpful. It helps you move forward. You've got to make peace with yourself, with this situation, and with your masculine. It doesn't serve you to be, having confrontations or, any kind of conflict or disagreements. It's just not necessary. When we get angry and we lose our shit and we have these kind of angry conversations, that's ego. Yeah, the heart and the truth of who you are knows that you're not going to resolve anything from that place, that anger, the fear that we're feeling in those moments when we lose ourselves is ego. So powerful. What have we got for you for August? We've got 7 of Wands for the Divine Feminine, Page of Swords in reverse, 9 of Wands in reverse. Someone might knock on my door in a minute. It might set the dogs off. Apologise. Right. We've got the 2 of Wands reversed, the 9 of Swords reversed. For the feminine, we've got the Queen of Pentacles as the connecting energy, the Knight of Pentacles for the masculine, and the 10 of Wands for the masculine. For the Divine Feminine, we've got power. For the Divine Masculine, we've got fear. Nothing is yet set in stone, Divine Feminine. Step out of your comfort zone, Divine Masculine. And we've got intimacy. And we've got soulmates. Okay. So Divine Feminine, this 7 of Wands energy, it's about having barriers up, feeling anxious and defensive and kind of uncertain about how to move forward. For the Divine Masculine, we've got the 9 of Wands. This is that feeling of not being sure if he can really endure, if he can really go the distance. And it's no surprise then that the connecting energy is the Page of Swords reversed. Both parties feeling too vulnerable to communicate right now. A lot of confusion, a lot of vulnerability. But what does August have in store for you? Divine Masculine, Divine Feminine, I see you making a decision. And this is about reaching for the light, stepping into your own power. I feel like this is a decision about the connection as well, about releasing anxiety finally. You know, this kind of defensive energy that you've been stuck in, just kind of releasing that. And the Divine Masculine really looking for a way forward, really beginning to release this idea that there's a burden associated with this and it could be really joyous. This guy's probably been a massive commitment phobe I'm picking up, and this has been a big part of the problem for him. He just sees relationships as hard work. He sees relationships as something that just eventually get very heavy, get very complicated, and that he, you know, but he's beginning to open up now. He's beginning to see this connection as something that could be a powerful, joyful force in his life. With the Queen of Pentacles as connecting energy, this is really, really beautiful. This is a very nurturing maternal card. It's a very abundant card. It promises that, you know, the 3D and earthly stuff's going to be very balanced, very stable, that there's going to be a lot of incoming positive news regards, you know, the practical affairs in your life. So I do feel like this is definitely a positive step in the right direction for both of you. And even though you may start out the month with very little communication or very fractured and kind of impersonal, sort of very casual conversation, I do feel like this is going to dramatically deepen. You're reminded that nothing's set in stone as well with this future outcome, and to trust in your power, and that you can trust intimacy. You don't have to be anxious. You don't have to have barriers up, that it's safe to be intimate, that you're powerful and stable enough that you just need to choose love. You need to choose light. You need to understand that, you know, the opposite of fear is love. If you're residing in fear, you can't embrace love. So you just need to let the fear go and allow this intimacy that's ready to unfold, because your Divine Masculine knows your soulmates, and he is massively out of his comfort zone, and he's massively in fear. You know, you see from this card, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, but there's 10 eyes there. You know, it means he's beginning to release. He's reaching, that feeling is reaching completion. It's being ready to transmute. And he knows that you're his soulmate. He's massively out of his comfort zone. He's afraid. But this connecting Queen of Pentacles energy reassures us that this is going to be really balanced. It's going to be abundant. It's going to feel good for both of you. Divine Feminine, you've just got to release anxiety and trust in the intimacy that he's going to be, you know, creating. It may be that he's betrayed you or run so many times that this is why this anxiety is built up every time he comes back. There's this, you know, feeling if he's just going to do the same thing again. But you've got to remember that runner-chaser dynamic serves you. It's not intended to make you anxious or to make you fearful. It's intended to help you heal from rejection, loss and abandonment. So eventually he is going to stop running. You're going to stop chasing. And then when you stop chasing, he'll stop running, and you just realise that things can stabilise. And I feel like you're moving towards this. I feel like you're making this decision to surrender and to release anxiety. You're starting to understand you have the power to do this. And he's starting to understand that you're a soulmate connection that isn't going to go away. And that even though he's outside of his comfort zone, he's afraid, you know, he wants to plan a productive way forward for this now. This is really, really positive. So I really hope that helped. Thank you so much. Please do like, share and subscribe. Let me know in the comments down below what you thought. Don't forget to enter my giveaway. You can find the link to the video where you can enter that in the description box below. And I will be back later to announce the winner of that $311. So excited, guys. Can't wait to see who wins it. So thank you so much. Have a spectacular weekend, and I'll see you later.